Welcome, chatters. You don't count the draw. Well, you should, I guess. Well, maybe you shouldn't. Well done, Connie. Glad the focus preparation paid off. I am also happy about that. It did feel like I was... Oh, it felt pretty good to play a like high win rate deck for once in a tournament. After all of the MPL years of playing the worst possible deck in every standard format. I think Phoenix performed actually pretty darn well in... Hmm. Trying to find a Sofia tournament page. MTG Melee, Legacy, European Championship, Sofia. Yeah, that's it. Do you think the talk with Nathan helped for this tournament? Well, it probably didn't hurt, right? Are you happy with your result? I was happy to be 2 places behind you at 29 of smiley face. Yes, I am happy I qualified for Philadelphia, which is good. By the way, the new guide with lots of strategy and matchups was amazing content, yeah. I am glad you liked it. There is this thing where like it is much easier to produce good content if you focus hard on playing the deck yourself, right? I guess maybe with the modern guides sometimes had a little bit less skin in the game, which then some matchups were like less tested, etc. Hi, Mr. Streamer. Nice meeting you at the event. Yeah, it was very nice to meet lots of Twitch chatters. I signed lots of cards, took lots of photos with big fans. What did I learn at the event? I don't know. What cards are legal in Philadelphia? I guess that's kind of like I'm not sure what I learned though. It's kind of an open question. What cards are legal in Philadelphia format? It's gonna be Pioneer, but I think it is gonna be with.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Congrats on your Finnish Pro Tour player less than 3.
Thank you very much for the sub. It's gonna be Pioneer with Bro. Well, that's obvious, but on top of Bro, there's also gonna be Mom. Or is it not Mom yet? I think Phyrexia
control player.
All Will Be One comes first.
Congrats on Queen for Philly. My best friend for the past 15 years won the Atl event, so maybe you'll duel at Philly.
Maybe. I haven't looked at the Atlanta results, so I'm gonna take a look. I have to say that looking at the deck list from Miguel Castro, who won the event, it seems like a good list, I think.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Good day to you, Kaniki.
Thank you, Gabrov. My favorite moment of the tournament, Mr. Streamer was sitting next to my table and looked in disgust at my list, including Gig's main deck. I guess, like, some emotions you just can't hold back. It's kinda like, you just can't not show this. Mattia Rizzi's list gave you the most trouble due. Okay. What did Rizzi play? Played Ace at Phoenix. 7-5-3. Yeah, great result. 3 draws. Makes Sapir. Wow, makes Sapir. For Pyro. I mean, he doesn't even have that much counter magic, so he just drew a lot of counter magic, so. He has like 2 strokes, 2 gas. No, he does have a decent amount of counter magic. 2 stroke, 2 gas, pierce, disappear, dispute. Okay, so it's like 10 counters. That's pretty, I guess, higher than normal. 4 young Pyro monsters too. Insane. But yeah, speaking of Miguel Castro's winning list, I liked being able to fit 2 thing in the eyes, and I guess like skipping Pyromancer is actually probably pretty smart too, because that card actually is not that super. And I think I have correctly identified that Ledger Shredder is a card that sucks against red-black. I have failed to maybe understand that it's just always like the bad card against red-black, and just cutting is always good, and you don't need to keep it as a protection from removal for your drakes. It doesn't really matter that much. It's not that terrible, but I think it is bad for you overall. And I think what this list can do with Narsets is that you can have Narset, Crackling Drake, Abrade, Brotherhood Zen. You can board in 8 cards to cut 6 creatures and 2 trespass against red-black. And you just board Narset as a good top deck. And a card advantageous card. And it's also a valuable tool in the mirror, right? This can be a pain in the ass. In the mirror. So that way you get coverage for red, black, and for mirror, which is kind of hard to do otherwise, seems to me. So playing Narset seems decent. Also a card versus Bloodless Field, etc. And the biggest reason to play Narsets is the fact that I have 2 weeb Japanese Narsets, which I don't think I've ever gotten to use in a tournament. So it's a shame. No, they're not foil. Oh, there's a chibi one too now. Chibi Narset. She has a funny mouth. So yeah, I will post a short update to the guide. To the Phoenix guide tomorrow, probably. I mean, I just don't buy foils often. I do buy foils when I don't have normal versions of the cards, and I have random foils in my decks, but I don't actually go after buying foils. But yeah, if you look at the archetypes, archetype breakdown, if you go number of decks, then I don't know why it's doubled, because it's twice the same. Mono Green Devotion, the best deck ever, 79 decks, 326 wins, 356 losses, and 14 draws at 46.8% win rate. Rakdos midrange, 62 decks, 15% of the field at 49% win rate. Is it Phoenix at 55% win rate? Damn. Kanye, thanks to you, I took first place in an RCQ. Your guide made me even more masculine. I grew more facial hair in response. I'm glad it helped. So it seems like Phoenix was just kind of the best deck in the tournament. The most played deck in a white field never had a good percentage. I know. Still. I mean, sometimes I do, but that's when they Pogax. But, I mean, Mono Green, like the meme of Mono Green being the best deck is just brainlets repeating that. So, you can try to make up reasonings that are Mono Green, oh, it's still broken, bros, it was just open deckless and it doesn't favor them. Or, oh yeah, it was the fishes who, like, sucked. But the truth is, Mono Green is just a very attackable deck and, like, it's a deck in the format's not close to being, like, the best. Phoenix had the highest win rate from amongst widely played decks, and then Keruga 40%. Guess the deck is maybe just kind of stinky. Zerus Control 44. Band Spritz 46. Mono White Humans 46. 45. Yeah, there was like, if you go further, you find Lotus Field. 8 players. And Angels also a high win rate. And Ragdoll Sacrifice. Interesting that those decks cause lower samples. And also something to be said about decks that like, the Lotus Field deck, just like play it when you're sure about it in the tournament. You don't play it randomly. Were Enigmatic. Enigmatic Fires, only 4 players? Wow. It's very few. I mean, created fair birth win rate with, 6 people. So now I will Uno reverse card and I'll say that this is actually fluke because the deck is shit. Let's go DreamHack Atlanta MTG Melee. Who won the Atlanta tournament, bros? No tournaments found. Okay, I found it. Mono Blue Spirits has 55%. Only 6 Mono Blue Spirits? I played it twice. Damn. Pretty lucky. Pretty darn lucky to play against them. Twice. What about the Coco on the upkeep? Yeah, bros, that is so funny. I was so happy last round of the tournament. I was 9 for 1, so I had to win to qualify for the PT. And I wait for the last round. And I see in the MTG Melee on the MTG Melee website the new round is paired.
Good morning, Mr. Streamer. Hello, Mr. Chat.
And Mono Blue Spirits decklist pops out, and it just seems to give up the Phoenix matchup because it doesn't even have any heresies, doesn't have anything. And I'll just play Turn to Ledger Shatter twice and win. Was good. Can you comment on open deck list? Was it good? Yes. It was. Thank you for the sub, Johnster. So I was really happy to see. I was actually playing against Zeno1, which is the person that occasionally wins modern challenges with Glimpse. Harris wouldn't help. Yeah, but not having Harris also doesn't help. You're also qualified for the next LSC. Nice. I was already qualified. It does seem like top 36 place at Sofia qualify for Napoli. Cool. Dodging the Phoenix matchup is kind of difficult in that field. A little bit tough, yeah. Trade 1-for-1 Tilt Raja Cruz and Scoop lol. Well, that's what Harris does. It makes you not do that. So this is Legacy European Championship. Archetype breakdown. Let's go. Number of decks. Mono Green Devotion 48.84%. 807 matches won, 830 matches lost. 22% of the field. Harris isn't great against Phoenix. Well, it is pretty good generally, but out of spirits it does not like constitute a good plan. They would still lose, I agree. Rakdos 48%. Phoenix 50%. Mono White Humans 54%. Yeah, Lotus Field is a deck I'm going to be playing a little bit because I think it's just gonna be good to have it in my arsenal, just to learn it and like be able to play it. Because I streamed it a few times, I always like say that deck is terrible, but then like I also do some medium plays very often with it, so it does seem like if it's at the level of being, you know, where it's not justifiable to attack it, then it's just kind of great. And aggro decks, you know, like if you have a plan for Devotion, if you have like 3-4 needles, then like this, and this all like kind of good matchups. If that is true, like if the needles for mono green actually work. They should. Yes, Trascu, the 40% deck. It's also the fact that people aren't ready for it, maybe. That's what I just said. Well, like, you know, if there is Lotus Field times 16 at a however many people were there, 1,000 people at the DreamHack.
Congrats on the PT invite, Big
928 people. There's 16 Lotus Field players. How many dumping spheres can you put in your sideboard, right? Just can't. So like as long as there is no, you know, people were even cutting the dumping sphere from mono green because it kind of makes sense. So then that if you're good at Lotus, then that does make Lotus pretty good. Like I assume Gruul Vehicles is a little bit slow versus Lotus Field combo. Greasefang, Greasefang might be a bit tough. Bros, actually, I think Greasefang is a little bit of a shit deck right now. 48%, so not too bad. But Greasefang actually I got super Greasefanged at this tournament. On the play, my opponent went Thoughtseize, Raffinson, Foreman, and to hit me with Greasefang Parhelion. That was pretty rough. Greasefang reached top 4 in Sofia, right? Sure, but does that stand in like any position to what I said? I lost to Gruul Vehicles. To a Twitch chatter. I played an Arclight Phoenix to block at 7 live versus a Bone Crusher Giant, and my opponent played the Akron War and stole my Phoenix attacks for 7, and I died. I was like, well, I guess. That's pretty rough. I had Philadelphia, and they put it on every sushi piece. Okay. What do you mean? I'm going to I'm looking forward towards eating a Philly cheesesteak in
He's
Philadelphia.
a phenomenal control player.
Did you play against Lotto in Sofia?
I actually did play against Lotus in Sofia. I won because my opponent mulliganed to 5 3 times, and the third game they missed a second land drop for 3 turns. So they moved to 5 thrice and I barely won. Was the story. Celestial Angels 52%. Interesting that the Angels deck is seemingly playable. What I don't quite get is how the Angels decks don't play. What I don't understand about the Angels decks is how they're not playing Deafening Silence in the sideboard, because that card seems insane to play. Like one good card in their deck. Fall Company. I get it, Maquin says. That's very funny. But why they not play Deafening Silence? Doesn't Archon do the same? Well, have you played a Phoenix deck? Or against a Phoenix deck, they get access to the card Fiery Impulse, but they don't get the access to destroy enchantment, especially for 1 mana. So, I mean, if I play this deck, I for sure have played Deafening Silence. So build a mono white version of this and a Yorion mono white version. I don't know if it's gonna be good though. Knight Kovo into Reconstruction with Nyctasis. We have Rest in Peace already. Defending Silence better. You lose to Shredder. Removal, Thing in the Ice. So you can have both. Phoenix super popular. Lotus Field works against it, against Mono Green Needles. You know, like those then green-white decks like this, they just always have so many shitty cards in the sideboard that seem like they don't contribute anything. Like you look at the sideboard and like, bro, do you need 3 Guardian of the Faith? Do you need 2 Weathered Runestone? Do you need a worst card in the format Shaper's Sanctuary? Vivian Reed, wow. Yes, Shaper's Sanctuary, I played against Spirits. Spirits opponent, one of the rounds. Opponent fought hard about their 7 card hand. Then, like, kept it. Turn 1, excitedly played a Shaper's Sanctuary. And I was like, okay. Ledger Shadow on turn 2. Connive away my removal spells. They didn't draw a single card with it. Before I died. And then the cherry on top, they portable hole my Shredder and I upgrade their portable hole and they don't draw. Medvedev, top 8 Pioneer Showcase with Engels. Feels a bit more confident about Singapore now. Still no idea whether play Prince and Vivian though. Worship a Sanctuary. Yeah, sure, bro. The thing Silence good, yeah. Needle good, yeah. Lunark Brave, portable hole, sure. 23 lands, oh. Guess the games in hand, win rate of Goblin Belcher and Bro Draft.
He's a phenomenal
43%.
Thanks for the sub, Zerk Very Pog.
No, Archon. Archon is whatever. It's just you're fixating on like some odd thing again. Zerk Cherry, thank you for the sub. And thank you for thanking yourself. Like Archon is just whatever. It's a free drop in a free drop deck. Deafening Silence is Spock Champion. Spock Champion Omega Max. Day 2 Swiss in Atlanta. No standings were given for that criteria, so it doesn't seem like we can see. No, we can. Finals, semifinals. Let's go round 13. There was only 13 rounds. Why do they have 13 rounds? We had 5. We had 15 in Sofia. Hey, can you watch Poland Tak Osman match? No, I don't watch sports ball. Is it Phoenix by Ken Takahama? This looks familiar. Ooh, Lotus Field combo. I would draw against that too. It's gonna be 12, but people complained. Okay. Did you like Sofia? Yeah. The venue closed early, so they had to cut the event short. Lol. Any tasty food in Sofia? We wanted to go to like a restaurant with local Sofian Bulgarian food. That was close by, but it seemed like very busy, and we took a reservation for 8 p.m. on Sunday. Because when we were there on Saturday, they just didn't want to let us in. So then we went to a random ramen place and it was medium. And we were also at a burger place. And then we wanted to go to the Bulgarian cuisine place, but it was not like day 2 finished much earlier than that, so it was like 6 p.m. They didn't have 3 tables back then, so you just went to the burger place again. Did you like traditional Mexican food in Sofia? Oh yeah, that was good too. The traditional Mexican food was good too. And every round went 2 hours. Nice. Just like the online experience. They should just DQ the people who like go too slowly. Angels, 2 Charming Prince. Vivian Reed. What did Medvedev say? Still no idea whether to play Prince and Vivian though. What 2 drops does he play? Tomic. Well, 3 draws equals auto DQ. No. 1 draw equals auto DQ. Going to time equals DQ. For the slower player from among the 2, so I guess they don't DQ me. I went 2 extra turns in one round. Schmitzter, top 8. No, you can't concede to get a DQ. Like, come on, they know. They know it. Two hairs to go blank. Not too much hands. The guy said Death Touch. Free Spikefield Hazards. Kefnet. Bro. How? I mean, I guess like just 14 card sideboard is pretty okay. Very notebook sackless. I would look over into the one top of the showcase. Okay. Pioneer Showcase Challenge. Xerc with John Sacrifice. Let's take a look. 3 cards, 4 Ghast, 4 Harvester for Devil, 1 Jolred, 1 Corvold, 2 Intent to search for Corvold, Sholdred or Cat. Or you play 3 cards, 4 Ghast, and not the other way around. There is Sahili that is good in Phoenix Cyber versus Control. The War of the Spark one is fine. Were there any successful Phoenix players without Ledger Shredder main deck? I don't think so. Problem is, if you are in the draw bracket, you don't play slow, you could get DQ'd anyway. How is that a problem? How are you in the draw bracket if you don't play slow?
He's a phenomenal control
So like
player.
you describing
Congrats, Mr. Streamer.
an upside of the system, and you're like, oh, the problem is that, yeah. Facing mono iron mirrors, well then, deserved. Need to be more willing to call slow play. I mean, that actually doesn't do anything. Like, you should call it, but also, like, on a conscious level, you know that doesn't actually change that much. Is it worse to DQ the player or makes Lopez very cone of shame so they can be identified? Yeah, true. Thank you, Oko did nothing wrong for the sub. So yeah, Zerg saying that intent sucked, which makes sense because, like, when all of your cards are kind of medium, like, what are you diabolic intenting for? And then, you know, diabolic intent doesn't truly cost 2 mana because you also had to play the creature for mana. But Cone of Shame is also a good suggestion and maybe an even better one. First place, is it Phoenix? To Siley for Crackling Drake? Yeah. Yeah, Siley is better than the Fable. Turns out no one wants to judge for $200 a day. Shocking. How many dollars was there for judges in Sofia? GG, now Sahili is good, Bog. I mean, I don't think she's particularly good. I will play Narset over her. It's kind of like sideboardable in the matchup too, and actually also useful against Mirror. Cool Ducat. Free charts. Cool Ducat is like playing more charted cards than anyone ever does. No Stormcraft Ghost whatsoever, so he cut. He's like -2 lands. +1 Spikefield Hazard. Was Phoenix good this whole time or did something change? It's good, yeah. It was good. It was always good. Like, it's just... It's pretty unique in Pioneer and its ability to win from mulligans, win on the draw. Many decks just don't do that. But it is hateable. Graveyard hate, so... 225 euros plus box per day, I think. Okay. I don't know how much is a box. I hate Ferret Hazard. I think I don't like it too much, but I wouldn't say I hate it. Deck that has Cruise and Trespass has to be pretty good. I don't know if Trespass has anything to do with it, but true. Could try playing the mono white angel deck I have right here, bros. I have 3 Gadas, and I cut the companies for it to be mono white to have like cover. Can he back to modern already? Could also play a league with Song of Creation. Are you planning to update the Phoenix Sky after the tournament? Yeah, I'll give a short update tomorrow. Please no more shit, more modern. Bro, I'll need to time you out for your offensive language. Try the Bogle deck that will well in Atlanta. Let me check it out. Auras. Selesnya Auras. Michael Lech. 12-3-0. Deckless submitted, false. Status eliminated, okay. Don't you like the 4 mana free for Angel? No, I don't care for it. Michał Lech. Am I the king of Pioneer now? Sure. So you say Boggles, yet this deck has creatures with no hexproof. Audacity. Ethereal Armor. Sentinel's Eye. So this gives Vigilance to Paradise Druid, so it's an actual Boggle, okay. Cartouche, that gives Vigilance. No, that gives Fast Strike. Vigilance is on the token. No, I'm not casting Barcelona. Warbriar Blitzing, +0/+2. Fight spell to find with the Light Pass. So Light Pass is
What
when an
happens
Onra
to your
enters.
vacation?
If you
He's a
cast it, you may
phenomenal
search for your life for an
control
Aura
player.
card with mana value less than or equal than Aura and blah 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 yada. Mana value less than or equal to that Aura. So if you play 2 mana Aura, you get to search for anything. So you get to search for Hexproof Aura, okay. Or Lifelink Aura, or Fight Aura, or... This is a bit odd. Like, it does not seem that powerful to be like an off-color target, but sure. Guess you can cast them with 7 sources anyway, so it's not like they're absolutely uncastable. Thank you for the subs, bros. Oh, it's haste. Okay. True. Okay, I miss haste. For its +1/+1 and the unblockable effect, but there's also haste on top of that, which... Haste seems pretty good to me to have. Great Twitter link from Musasabi. This is Emery Ascendancy combination, okay. The guy said he was like 51 in testing against green, sure. I mean, every aggro deck is like ahead of green, so it's like, oh yeah. Also, that's just not true because they weren't 51. Like it's like, in fact, actually, Gladecover Scout is not a great card against mono green, right? Because they don't target your creatures anyway, so. Like your only power card versus green is Light Boss? Really? Because that guy scales quickly and a lot, and like scout, whatever. It's a 1/1, so you need to put lots of auras on it too. And Axa does sound made up, like, but it's probably ahead of that. I guess Ram also scales with the card though. But then Mono Green can also just, sometimes they play an elf on the play, and you play Boggle, and then they play Troll, and then you play Shitty Aura, and then they play Nyctas and Kiora Storm and win, right? Yeah, it does just happen, so like 51 cents. Anything you would have changed from your list in hindsight? I would not play Fables. But I would play Narset instead. And then maybe some more stuff. I'll post an update to the guide. I'll think about it too. I haven't like thought about it super hard. So this has Phalange Archaeologist, which is a way to fuel dig and find Ascendancy, which is really nice. And Blitz, their split Gremlin is, why is it there? It's because it untaps, so it deals 1 damage. Seems pretty, why do you need it? Is it just a win con? Do we really like DDT over Cruise in this Jeskai list? Dig Through Time is significantly better at finding specific cards, which is a valuable quality in a combo deck. Did I see that Oracle deck that won the Saturday challenge? Somebody showed me to it. I didn't pay much attention to it. It does seem not playable, but... What about John Vehicles that run Misha claimed by Gigs? That does seem like a typical Japanese twist on a deck list, which is probably not actually good, but fun. Like, I don't really see why that would make the deck actually better. Mishra research deck. Mishra claimed by Dix. Good one. But yeah, this deck seems not too bad. Claimed by Dix.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Phoenix Guy Time Pog Pog Pog.
Why does it have 1 Raiden in the sideboard? Like, what is the thought process here? Why is there 3 silences in the sideboard? What is the thought process here? I guess silence is understandable. Also think Piffing, thank you for the raid. I think Piffing Needle is a good sideboard card in Pioneer for decks that are weak to... Like, they're good against, like, Creature Plan from Mono Green. They can beat the Cavaliers, but they struggle versus Karn like this deck, so it seems pretty okay. Getting to run Tormod Script main deck kinda need to... I need to read Blister Split Gremlin. So just on taps.
He's a
So just a win
phenomenal
con?
control player.
Audio Daydream, thank you for the sub. It does not seem necessary, right? Well, you need Mox Amber. And then you Retraction Helix the Mox Amber back to your hand, so you can replay it. And this can give haste to your guy. So that's the win con. Can't you just... You can just haste your Sahili tokens, right? Why don't you just do that? Is there a combo with Helix? Well, I think Creature plus Helix plus Ascendancy is a combo. So what does it add, right? Well, it kills, but why do you need killing? You can attack with Sahili. Tokens. Well, white sources for whole. It's not a whole lot. Get it? Whole lot. You don't need Helix anyway, like Koenig said. Wait, you don't need Helix? Yeah, you don't need Helix, you just need Emery. And then Reunion making Emery hasty? I'll play 4 copies of this. They eventually play on Servos, it's Pioneer, they don't. Alright, I'm bookmarking this deck. I'll bookmark this deck. And I guess for the grand return to Modern, let's take a look at the Modern Challenge. And Modern Showcase Challenge. Wow, first place Vato with Jeskai Control. What's the red card? 2 Flame Blitz. Very Jeskai. Unstoppable Vato Fapa. Rakdos midrange. A Pioneer deck? No. Grief, Fury, Feign Death. Any new cards in this? Doesn't seem like. It's not first place and Geocide is back, sure. Then not first place. Goblins with no new lord, which I like the Ether Vial, which I think is kind of fair. The goblin, like maybe the lord just not very good actually. And I like that this deck gets to play like, you know, 4 Blood Moon, 4 Leyline, or Vara. Ignorable makes the mana so much worse though. No, that's actually not true. Like, how bad is your mana? In what way is your mana bad? You free roll 8 green sources with the cavern territory. I did build this to play ignorable. It just doesn't really hurt you at all. Fetch shock much more often. No, I don't think you should fetch shock that much more often. A little bit more often. And I wouldn't say that playing 1-drops is little upside. I mean, the ignorable when I tried it was a little bit awkward. But playing 1 mana cards is, I think, very, very upsidious in this deck, so. I don't know why the Sling Angloitans are in the sideboard, just kind of a weird card for grindy matchups, I guess. Oh, Belcher was there. Nothing too crazy, just the Belcher stuff. Simic Hardened Scales. The Simic part is 2 Orvars in the sideboard. Bros, don't play creativity. They're ready for you. Like, that became Simic Hardened Scales. I'll have to take a break in the middle of the stream today, actually. Like in an hour and a half. We're gonna have to take a break, then the stream will return after some time. For Radiant Fountain. I like that it doesn't have the sideboard cards that people sometimes have in the calibrated blast deck that don't really make sense. Because you're not gonna be sideboarding like the bounce spell that deals 7 damage anyway, so 4 Radiant Fountain as a sideboard card makes sense. He's pretty high upside. Damn, is this Poseidon Model? Probably not. What is PT Philadelphia Formate? Pioneer. Pioneer and Draft. I think it's Phyrexia, all will be one draft, although in some other source I read that it's Dominaria Remastered Draft, but would make sense for it to be Phyrexia. Mardu Midrange. What's the white part? 1 Blossoming Calm and 2 Prismatic Ending. Good splash. I fetch Sacred Foundry. I take 2 damage. I cast Blossoming Calm. This is the winning deck list for Supplier, for Oracle, for Falafel Archaeologist, Push Dispute, Village Rise, Social Cruise, Demonic Bargain. To just manually mill your deck for Thassa's Oracle. PT Philadelphia is February 17th, 2023. Exile top 13 cards, then search for a card. Put into your hand and shuffle. Can't beat a single counter spell. Well, just beat them post-board. But like, you just have to manually? What the hell? How you do that? So 4 Fatal Push as your removal, 1 Eliminate. I mean, you can beat a counterspell. Come on, you can just play Oracle twice. And you have 2 Tort with Cruise. Also, people don't play counterspells. Surprising not to see any Thoughtseize in this deck, though. But I don't quite understand it. It does not seem very functional. To see Demonic Bargain for what? Demonic Bargain again? It's 3 mana every time. You just have to mill through your deck? That's so odd. Like, when
He's
is
a
the
phenomenal
goldfish?
control player.
4,444,444,444,444,444.
How did Gab do in the tournament? He's not playing the deck yet. Thank you for the sub. Whoa, he has some flares. Melee premium subscriber. Wait, you could premium subscribe to Melee? What does that do? 10 for 1, okay, same score. Gabna Sivon, Gabna Sivon, Gabna Sivon, Gabna Sivon, Gabna Sivon, Dimitar Arenin 1, Gabna Sivon, Gabna Sivon, Gabna Sivon, Ben Jones 1, Eric Kazamas 1, Katzmas, Cabna Sivon, João Manuel de Pra, 1-0-3 draw. Gives you better pairings and excellent round timer. True. Yeah, play against Rakdos, Fries, and Phoenix 4 times, then said Predro doesn't matter. Is a tempo too. Very cool. So Modern Showcase, Amulet Titan. Let's take a look at Amulet Titan deck list. Creativity deck list too. Amulet Titan with For Explore, High Wire Might, new card. Taran Smogrify. Cringe, bro, cringe. Probably got Warward. Pretty hard. Blue red. Oh shit. So much. 4 Karen Silex. That card doesn't even seem particularly good in the deck. Let me put a sweeper in my Obosh deck. Midrange, aggro, control. I don't know. Alright, and then there was a modern challenge and it just has decks. Although Cherryman with WUR, probably some wacky bullshit. Oh, it's just Breach. 18th place, 7-1, WTF. I was actually 7-2, Goldfish cuts off 1 round. Was actually 7-2 here. Martinez from 3rd place, Orso Pog. Damn. What's your win rate on Magic Online? It has to be pretty high. 54%. Okay. So just allocating the wins well. Do you think that when I wasn't playing the deck, anybody came with Song of Creation? Where's the last result by Song of Creation in Lipetsk? It's by me. A Modern League, and then Modern League in Sierpień, so not too many. Attack in the sideboard, Sterling Grove. Okay. Thank you, Ebkish. Let's find Song of Creation right here, broskis. Here it is. Well, this is alphabetical, but I don't know how I name the deck. You've got a Super Mishra's Wobble now. Why did I play the Nature's Claim again? I'm not even sure. It was good, it was good. You have Song, Turtle, Werther, Cultural Response, and Wild Cantor, good. And we have a Sterling Grove in the main deck to protect my combo from being interacted. We have 4 Utopia Sprouts for maximum rampage, 19 lands. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, Orvar is a Archon of Cruelty hate card that beats creativity. Pretty hard. So it does seem like my list is perfect. I don't want to change anything. Let's just roll with it. Also, what do you mean, Mark says? Did I engage in some juicy play draw discourse yet? I think I actually did not. I don't know what play draw discourse would be there. I conflated that with the discourse about the last pair still playing being disqualified from the tournament. No questions asked. If you're not done playing, just go. How does it feel to be back to Modern? There's actually plenty of Pioneer decks I want to try. So, well, 20. The Angels deck, I guess. Mono White Angels. The Jeskai Ascendancy deck looks cool. And something else. I guess maybe the Bargain deck, but that seems kind of shitty to me. When is the PT? It's 17. There's also Lotus Field. I want to just play Lotus Field and like learn it a bit. To at least be able to play it. Can't cast a Glittering Wish anyways. Let's keep more zeros. I mean, the Americans claim Pioneer is so insanely play draw dependent on Twitter and that they hate the format. Sure. I mean, I hate Americans though, so evens out. Any Legacy? Showcase this weekend plus Eternal Weekend next month. I mean, like, there's like some salty nerds. We're gonna be like, oh yeah, bro, this format is so bad because XYZ, because I'm shit at the game, I'm washed, and I, like, didn't test, so I lost. Cool, bro, cool story. I don't know, like, what was the comment, or, like, maybe it wasn't in that manner, but it's often that. Turn 2, by the way. We'll play Paprikash in Warsaw. The one in Grudzień. Yeah, I think so. Well, let's go. Worst case, you're gonna just like pass. With this in the graveyard, it's gonna be good. I mean, I could like, we get to draw 4. We get to counterpact. We can be fine. Awesome. So we can Counter one of the packs, that's the same. No, I guess we don't pay for any if we counter the down pact, so we counter this pact now. And now this gets countered, so we don't have to pay even if we fizzle, but we won't fizzle at this point. Or will we? We actually could fizzle, I guess. I could have made a trick with Mishra's Bubble. Yeah, nice castle art and well. It's pretty much all of the pros saying that even before a tournament, sure. I don't know. I feel like I spent time on Pioneer and I prepared and I just got returns for that and I was able to get a good win rate and let's target them with the first one. So you know, like it's kind of true about Magic too, but also just whatever, bro. Like if you play mono green, then yeah, that's your games are gonna be play draw dependent.
Magic the Gathering.
But they also didn't make the best choice for a tournament. It was not the best deck you could have played. And like that should be clear to you. If it's not, then I think the issue might be with you. Lost 8 dice rolls off, yeah. Well, should have won them. This guy was the best choice, sure. First pack we draw. The Pioneer is just a format of Magic the Gathering cards. It's just that, like, it's not inherently, like, unfun and, like, anyways. It's not really a thing. I think that's coping. Oh shit, like, good they didn't play this. Good we went well from turn 2 because we were kinda dead to this card. So we had many people come into the stream and try to like ask leading questions about whether like to try to understand why I hate Pioneer. If like what is the reason why I hate Pioneer? To which I was saying, well, bro, I don't hate Pioneer. It's you, like you don't like it, and you want me to say that. Like answer, why do you think Pioneer is an inherently flawed format? I'm like, yeah, bro, I guess. I didn't say that. It was you. Thank you for the sub, Krzysztof Naszpyle. Let's not go through the like full combo because I already spent plenty of time. But it's good to kill on turn 2 every now and then. What did you play? I played Phoenix. This deck could use one new card, Iconoclast. The thing has the wish target. Sounds pretty bad, but also cool. Let's board Colossal Sky Turtle. You're playing mono white, so you can board out Pact of Negation. You can have the Turtle, Snapback, Mind Collapse, and Lightning Bolt. Can you board out all Pact of Negation? Let's keep 2 in case of weird stuff happening. Fucking powerful, man. Can probably cut Sterling Grove, they don't have interaction like that. Can board out Pact of Negation, gets mana 5. I mean, there is other ways to beat mana 5, like playing 1 mana, right? Skyclave, yeah, Skyclave, not worried. Utopia can have Quarters and Field. Then I'll enchant Basic Forest. I want on the Rampini. Got very lucky draws in Sofia, which translated into many wins. Yeah. I mean, my draws weren't too bad. Canister, there was a Vannifar combo deck in the Sofia tournament, but I didn't really understand how it works. What's the combo? You Vannifar a 1-drop into Corridor Monitor. You untap Vannifar. You sacrifice Corridor Monitor. Well, with no lands, probably more. Kinda close. Then you... I keep this. I have 2 baubles to find. Probably move to 5. Then you sacrifice Corridor Monitor, you get Extraction Specialist. Return Monitor, you untap your Vannifar. Then you sacrifice your Monitor for Extraction Specialist and Glasspool Mimics 7 more times. Up to 7 more times, depending on how many you drew. Then with the last one, you can search for a free mana wall that gives everybody haste. Or maybe there is some other haste card, but it used to be the free mana wall at some point for sure. And then you attack for up to 24 damage with lifelink. Even more, I guess. Vannifar can attack too. That's the combination. New haster, okay. Yeah, there's a free 1 creature that gives haste now, instead of the 1 free wall, which seems a bit better. Played this yesterday's 4 leagues. 2 free, 2, 0 for free 2. It's so fun, but have problems. Being Song of Creation, yeah, it's not super great, but... Alright, I will keep actually. I'll put back Endurance, I'll keep. I'll use the baubles to find the card. We have Mind Collapse to kill an Archon if they have Archon. Okay, we can't kill Archon anymore, although we can EE. Breeding Pool, don't particularly care. Let's get... What, Forest, maybe? No. Huskar the Flashbird Dario. I don't know what Flashbird are we even talking about. Even Mancesor? Not much. Let's get Sacred Thunder to have a mountain. Then this can get Breeding Pool. Let's get put E on 1. So you can interact with the hate card. Assuming they will have one. Wouldn't you play the Fire's Bubble? Very good question. Although I don't understand it. I mean, I can play on the next turn. I can also keep it, so just more flexible when it's in my hand. Can get punished by Thalia, I guess. Canister, if Hasbro go broke, it won't be end of Magic. Right? No. Well, I mean, maybe. Well, probably would be. I don't know how it works exactly. Yeah, Elon Musk will buy it probably, hopefully. But yeah, bubbles, like, it makes sense to save bubbles in your hand for the combo. So you kind of want to do that. If I play the guy, now I can draw Song of Creation. So let's play it out, and let's equally play out my Mishra's Bubble too. Okay, ended up badly for me. Hasper goes broke. Will people blame the Weep cards from Jumpstart? Weeps have so much money though, bro. There is no way they're just gonna go broke because of that. Play Cleric. Oh no. So I never shuffle, right? Or do I? Let's see. I'm actually not sure about this. Prevented from searching. So I only search if I shuffled. I only shuffled if I searched, which I didn't. Might have shuffled and still got the same card, yeah. Losing to Cadizas. Let me just flood it. It's fine. It's fine. Just gonna draw Song of Creation, kill the Giver with Mind Collapse, and go pow pow. Cave of the Slave Dragon, okay. Need a spell. Probably should play a fetch land to fetch through the Arbiter this turn instead of the Stomping Ground, also a mistake. So we could draw a song on the next turn. I think I kind of messed myself up by not playing a fetch land versus this TBH. But also the E is not really doing me much help. Supersonic. That's inconvenient. Okay, so it's gonna be 2 mana Mind Collapse. Not so good, not so good. We draw Song, we drew Glittering Wish. Which We don't have fire spot, but also it wouldn't quite helped. And we do die on the next turn, it seems. Well, do we? And technically, we don't. Now we died a Lion Sash. Explosives. This. Yeah, we die. Let's win the next game. Now on the play, Pact of Negation seemingly poor indeed. I guess that maybe you should have Sterling Grove over the last pact, but I'm kind of afraid to have 0 pacts. We also got Grapeshot, but they might have some random hate where the Grapeshot is going to be actually a difference. They prevent me from searching anyway, so let's actually just resubmit. They do have Ghost Quarters versus the Utopia Sprawl, but that's fine. I feel like just need to rush on the play. Okay, we're gonna keep. Turn 3 win if no interruption is gonna happen. Let's get Stomping Ground. Strike it rich. Pass. They play Egandro Castle into Vial. Okay. We go turn 2. Let's play the fetch land to prevent the Arbiter guy from getting me. And let's wish for a song. Hopefully they don't play Thalia. That would be truly a shame if that would have happened. Not yet, Witch Chat. My plans in the future for this stream involve playing a decent amount of Lotus Field. No cap. Don't Thalia. Rest in peace, sure. Okay, whatever. We have Grapeshot. I mean, we don't care. We have the Grapeshot, right? We're gonna cast 20 spells. Although, let's keep the Bosseggio, I think. What do I think of the upkeep Coco drama over the weekend? I don't know. I don't know why the guy played the upkeep company. No idea. Seven live, by the way. Will I be playing Lotus today? Maybe in the evening. Actually, I'll see what I do because I'll have to make a pause in the stream. in the middle of the day. Where's my zero cost cards? But yeah, I'm not super with Lotus for sure. Gonna do this, then we're going to Mind Collapse it. Draw 2. Then we're going to offer this. Yeah, I can stomach the Endurance, that's my plan. Then I return this to my hand. Hey, look, an Endurance. We can Bold Face and Grape Shot. I also point have Reap. Well, Rest in Peace does interrupt my combo a little bit. Because it doesn't go full on anymore. I can like it puts a cap on how much damage I can deal, and it makes me like more likely to fizzle in some ways. But from a position like this, it doesn't really do anything on turn 2, assuming I keep Grapeshot in my deck. How often do I side out Grapeshot and rely on Master the Way only? Only if I like my opponent's playing a stock deck, which we know it's not gonna bring surprises. For the most part, you should keep the Grapeshot, I think. But like against Blue-Red, Murktide, they always play literally the same cards, then you can do that. But you know, if I bought out Grapeshot here, I would have probably lost to this Rest in Peace. Do they? Question mark. Well, they play Tormod script at best, which you can beat with Endurance. Unless they get like the timing right, but they don't know when it's right. It's kind of like they have to do it blindly. They don't know what's in their hand. And like it's pretty hard for them to actually. It's pretty hard for the situation to happen where Tormod script messes your combo and you can't master the way. I had a game at my LGS with Song of Creation against Storm where I just kind of had all of my, I bought it out Grapeshot and I had all of my offers very deep into the deck and I lost because of that. Because that limited the amount of mana I could have produced by lots. They were like all 4 were in bottom 15 or something, which meant that I had to go through most of my deck first. And I couldn't make enough mana and win because I would overdraw. It's kind of tricky. You know, plenty of weird stuff can happen and to mess your combo. It's a rather fragile one. Small to 5. No song. Tough. Probably better to keep them to move to 4. You want to keep... Put back this and probably this. Go, we have Maya Utopia Sprawl. There's also, you know, my mana is kind of bad here with the forest stomping ground. If I draw the wish, I need to name different color. Say discard spell, okay. Windswept Heath, Overgrown Tomb, Thoughtseize. What is that? Just woke up, TLDR on Sophia. Read the title of my stream. That might help. But nice event. Asmo Kitchen with Fosia, with Thoughtseize. Combined Thoughtseize and Sophia. TLDR on Sofia food. You didn't get to eat the Sofian Bulgarian food. Mana Service has sent you a trade request. Why? What do you want from me? That seems like a mistake. It's a guy trying to play a couple of Twiddle to have a national way to generate mana. That seems clunky. Yes, Twiddle seems terrible. Seems just bad. Why does the bot give me cards though? I'll cancel the trade. Damn, who changed their name to Mana Service? Good question, yeah. But I don't have any cards rented right now. So, yeah, I don't know. Good draw. Alright, don't Thoughtseize me, bro. Just play something useless. Play Undergoyf. How did Cancer qualify? I went top 32 in Sofia. Wow. My poor Utopia Sprawl bros. Reclaimer. Reclaimer is so bad. Why not top 8? Because I lost 4 matches. In one of the matches I mulliganed a hand that I got punished for mulliganing it. I feel like I had an Opt Shredder Pieces lands, or maybe there's a Cruise too, hand against Monogreen on the draw, and I mulliganed at 7. My opponent started with no elf, so I could have kept it and be fine. No nie, no wypierdalaj, no. So I moved to 5 and we kind of played a game where nothing happened and I lost. What do I think of people qualifying for a PT with a 10-5 record? Is it fair? Yes. The rules for a tournament state that top 36 best performing players are qualifying for the PT. So, is it unfair? So yeah, I mulled that hand, and I think it was not a bad mulligan, but I got a weak 6, mull to 5, and the 5 was kinda too few cards, didn't get there. And I lost to 2 old growth trolls, no creature. It only seems unfair because the qualifying tournament was so tiny. What do you mean? No, it does not seem unfair to me, so the first part of your phrase is not true. Tiebreaker's deciding stuff is kinda not super, but it is what it is. I mean, I would expect 10-5 to be what it was. Indeed. So it depends. I mean, I didn't need a thing in the ice against spirits. The thing in the ice, I wouldn't play it anyways, most likely, but I should have kept it over a removal spell in that game. Pretty Golgari Rot farm. Lol. Should have gone for Sophia if I knew 10-5 was good enough. I mean, it was roughly available information how many players gonna be there. And you also were qualified for Sophia. Haywire Might. Not nice. Alright, I can't beat that. You win, bro. Okay, so you want Snapback Mind Collapse. You want Veil of Summer. Skip Graveshot in case of shenanigans. You don't need Pact of Negotiation. Might want just Claims, I guess, and for Sagas. Bolt. So maybe actually cut Grapeshot. We have Gotcha versus the guy too, so we don't need to overboard. Okay. Don't need Mind Collapse. Let's have Snapback. Board down a Utopia Sprawl. As far as I know, only 12 of the 80 or so qualified people from my country bothered to go. Okay. How did you beat Lotus Field on day 1? The guy mulliganed to 5 3 times and died. No second land game free. I played Shredder Pyromancer and attacked. Where's your first Fury Cheese Stick gonna from? What? I guess let's have Colossal Sky Turtle against this card too. Let's go 61 with the turtle. I mean, that's bad. We need to find the card, but... How was the price structure for the RC? Does anyone have that info? Legacy's website has that info. If you go to Legacy EuropeanTour.com, it's rather easy to find. I'll show you. I'll be your Google. prize schedule finals. I was in 25th to 36th. I won $80,000 and a qualification to the Pro Tour. So a pretty big sum of money, 80,000, like pretty good. Not unhappy. How much did the trip cost you? Less than $80,000. It's pretty cheap. This Airbnb was like very cheap. Like 250 zlotys for the stay for at the Airbnb, so it's actually really little. Why don't you have euros? We just don't. Yeah, the flight was more than the lodging by a lot actually. No, odczep się. Now that we know that Goblins is the best second modern, what will it take for it to be met and Pioneer? It's not the best second modern. So you just made that up, so you know, with this line of argumentation you could say anything. Seems to be your point, but yeah. It is a bit tough that you have to get the flights for the PT yourself, because that does add up to a little bit. I guess I'll have to spend the entire price from Sofia on buying a flight to Philadelphia. Which then also Sofia also costs a bit. Good against Might. When I thought it was 80k, I was like, why aren't I playing Paper Magic? Okay. I thought it was pretty obvious that it wasn't 80k. But it does seem like I pulled your leg successfully. Does PT pay just for showing up? They did not reveal the price structure of the PT yet. It is only known that it's going to be $500,000 prize pool. And the size is expected to be around 300 players. Can get a land. How bad is a land? Actually, a land draws me a lot of cards. Against the might. Kinda. Or we can get it under song. Let's get it under song. Or the turtle? No, the song. As a heads up, Philadelphia International Airport is regularly near the top of the most late flight airports. Thank you for telling me that. It's a bit awkward here, actually. Let's move to combat. Let's see if they explode. Do you think Taiwan might make some new decks like opponents viable, or is it just sauce for the new set? I don't know what's a sauce for the new set, so well, it's good in their deck. It doesn't make a new deck viable. Like that's not what this type of a card does, though. I think you should well first. Just a bit awkward. You have the turtle available, but you can't really pact with having to pay the next turn. Hopefully they won't have a Thoughtseize. But if it's $500,000 for 300 players, then that was 1,600 per player. Loss of vigor. Okay. Bro has so many disenchants. I guess I need force of negation against them, but seems like I'm gonna lose the stupid Hayward Might on board too. Unless we draw Gut Shot. And the bro is gonna have a Thoughtseize now. No, that's not even a Thoughtseize. Do I have an opinion on the upkeep Coco Gate? No. It's some like bro, irrelevant to me, 100%. I don't know the person. I don't know who the guy is. Got disqualified from a tournament. Maybe cheated, maybe just had foils. I've seen 300 characters on Twitter about it. I don't know the guy. I don't care about the guy. I don't know anything else about that situation. Why do I need to have an opinion on that? Why, like, it's one of the more irrelevant things in my life right now. It's weird to cast upkeep companies, but the guy also on the clip I watched just like didn't exactly know how the cards worked. Pretty weird. Point very hateful. We get defeated. Hey, what am I? Too much. Another card that puts Song of Creation in a tough spot. That's very unfortunate. What did they take with the Inquisition? Did they take a Veil of Samurai? Didn't even pay attention to that because we're dead. Probably gonna keep 2 lands only. I think we have to mulligan a land. Kahira. Okay, Pact, nice to draw. Took Summoner's Pact from my hand of Endurance, Sunk Pact, and Green Spell. Well, Summoner's Pact can get the turtle to pay back a card, but also it didn't matter at all. Okay. Leyline Binding by Utopia Sprawl. Sure, broski. Say 1 lens now, so I'm going to put this back, get the Scared Foundry. And I'm going to Glittering Wish. Could be Rhinos, no, it's Kahira. I mean, I guess Rhinos could play Kahira. Wait. No, Shadowless Agent doesn't allow you. I thought I broke it, but I mean, somebody else would have figured it out for the past year and a half. I mean, I could play Iron Play instead, yeah, but my guess is they don't. Wow, we drew the same card, but actually not. It's Pact of Negation, but a different artwork one. Elemental should be fine, provided we draw 2 lands in a row. Kurva. Never lucky, bros. Should have mulliganed away a non-land. It's the typical Song of Creation experience, getting my Utopia Sprawl interacted with. Pain. Am I happy to be qualified for Napoli too? I was already qualified for Napoli. So it does not bring me any extra joy. The amount of joy, it's the same. Good draw. From my limited travel experiences, Napoli are the best pizzas on earth though. I'll make sure to eat a pizza there when I come. Could technically kill me with blanking Omnath and the pinks. Alright, Tanya's whatever. Because they don't get any more damage and they can deal 4 on my turn. Could bind a land, a treasure of mine. How do I do that? Sometimes you turn that off by accident and like you hold priority on every spell. Let me restart Modo. If you hold control and play spell, sometimes it just kind of holds your priority after every mana, every spell, makes it unbearable to play. Especially a high action combo deck like this. Be careful when ordering pineapple pizza in Naples though. Yeah, I know they don't like that. They're too elitist about their food to put a pineapple on the pizza. They're like, oh yeah, bro, if you put like something new on the food, you're gonna be shit food. Very cool. Not that uncommon here in Napoli. I guess they're getting on with the times. Good. I guess if my opponent hits 3 lands, 2 lands, they can deal 4 damage to me, so I could have killed myself with a stomping ground. Okay, lucky. Stop saying Napoli, please. No, I'll say what I want. Napoli, 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 Napoli. They should have killed my treasure, probably. Napoli, 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 Napoli. Napoli, 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 Napoli. Okay, don't hit a land here because I'm gonna die. Don't hit land, don't hit land, don't hit land, don't hit land. Yes, no land, good. Are decklist published from Sofia? I couldn't find them. They are, yeah. Need to look a bit harder. You can find them. They are on MTG Melee. The dinosaur is Harrier Scaly of a Fury. What makes you think it's Harry? Seems to, well, I think it's supposed to be feathers. I think that's the point. It's a very handsome dinosaur. Count yourself lucky if it only broke your kite sail. Get that close to the nest again,
He's a
it will be your
phenomenal
face.
control player.
Can actually break a face. That seems like not the correct way to put it now. If you have your face crushed, maybe. Rather than anything else. Qualified for RC2 this weekend with Cyborg Fail Phoenix. Thanks for the guide, bros. You're welcome. I'm glad I was a help in your journey to becoming a Magic the Gathering competitor. Do I like this Pioneer? Yeah. I do like this Pioneer, yeah. But right now I'm actually playing Modern. I did see the anime World Breaker. It looks okay. Weeb World Breaker does not look super weeb to me. I don't get it. I mean, it's not an anime girl, so like it does not. Yeah, but it's only to an extent, right? Punished? Kinda. They did spend a Boseiju though, so that's nice. Yeah, this is an anime World Breaker. It like it looks maybe vaguely anime, but not super anime. It says Mantis hands, nice. Looks like a Mantis actually in general. Looks like a watermelon. I don't know watermelons that look like this. Actually. I like the Spectral Sailor. This is nice. Do I really look like that? I'm beautiful. Weird play of text. Speedy, Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker. Eldrazi, no cards. Assassin. Okay. Wolves. Damn, handsome Allen card. But Allen already had a Japanese card, so. Bros, it was Maro. He was congratulating me on my excellent result in the tournament we played over the weekend. And well, I played, he didn't. Don't have dispute, bro. Oh shit, he countered my stuff. Actually, turn of auto yields.
He's a
Can't
phenomenal
F6 to
control
those.
player.
I went 4-0 on song at my modern FNM last week. Sing it, Canny.
Congrats. Sing it, bro. Okay, seems like we should be winning. Or maybe not. Seems like we're winning. Song of Creation is so good, bros. Oh, sometimes easy to. Would have lost if my opponent's Leyline bound a treasure though, which I guess they had a reason not to. Your deck looks insane. Thanks. I mean, it's not that good. Did I just encourage Robert Lewandowski for the game later? Who? Literally who? I'll take a bathroom break right now, bros. I have played Song of Creation in paper and this deck is a real trip. You get a nice brewer's advantage. People don't really know how to stop your combo other than countering / discarding Song of Creation. It's also pretty obvious that they can destroy Song of Creation, and it is also a fact that Boseiju is a problem because you can't stop them from Boseijuing your song too much. So, you know, that's kind of a pain, I would say. I mean, we have the growth ×1, which helps a bit. But that's about it. Is Needle worth it in the sideboard to stop Boseiju? No, not really. Like, you can... If you combo fast enough, then this looks so bad. Whoa, it's both a plane and a tank and a robot. Insane. Iconoclast beats Boseiju? Yeah, sure. I don't think it actually beats anyone, though. Just have to kind of race. I think. Once I even grabbed the indestructible spell to protect versus Boseiju out of Living End and had the War End style. Living End doesn't often have Boseiju, so it's arguable whether you should have done that even. Around Boseiju. We can also play Simic Charm, which we already developed, but it also doesn't really function. So does Liz on Aruya that you put together. The Glimpse deck looks like a lot of fun. It is kind of all in. We could try it someday, actually. It's pretty all in. But it does look, well, pretty fun because you put big Eldrazi's on the battlefield. I wish I could fetch a land with my thing now. Island. Dwarven Mine Island. Bro, this is not okay. I mean, it is okay, actually. Island Dwarven Mine, what a combo. A plus, sure. Let's go Yavimaya. Bow, bow. 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 And we could Glittering Wish. To cast to get 2 treasures, is that the best you can do in Modern? I mean, arguably, probably Ragavan is a better thing to do in Modern, so it depends. Let's go Glittering Wish. Draw 2. Wait, did I mess up? Because I need to Grape Shot, so I actually messed up. Messed up pretty hard. Because I will not be able to produce 2 mana for Grape Shot. I forgot about that. I needed to only cast 0 cost cards. Shit. Not good. Oh, I was supposed to play this too. What am I doing? Buka. It's your fault, Buka. For sure. Okay, I don't really want to play Summoner's Pact. Well, we kinda entered, but it's fine. We kinda entered because you can't combo further. I mean, we could have comboed if I remember that Teferi stops my mana production, but I haven't played this deck in a while, and I forgot that it is actually a constraint that it does. Fiery Island, what is my opponent doing, bros? What the hell are they doing? What's the deal with that? We're granted to whiff now, right? That's what I said, yes. That was before the Sprawl too. I can't produce mana with Teferi. I can't produce the second mana with Teferi. Why do they have Fiery Island in their deck though? This is insane. But we're gonna be fine because they didn't do anything. Endurance. I don't actually want to draw Endurance because they probably stacked my deck badly. I don't know what they did with those cards. The log doesn't say so. Offer you can refuse. Actually can. It's kind of unfair that the fairy just turns off your stuff. I think it shouldn't be like that. I think it shouldn't. Well, yeah, I needed to Grape Shot. I just spent mana on a card. I shouldn't have spent the mana if I tried to combo. I just forgot, as I said. I forgot. Can use 2 Grape Shots to actually produce mana though. You were right about that. Okay, that works. No, I did not forget to attack the fairy. I just didn't. It's not that I forgot though. I just did not attack it. That's different. Yes, we did counter the Grape Shot to make mana of offer. That was the point that I wanted to achieve. As we get rid of the Teferi, we just like open the deck up again. We just do normal stuff. Good song, by the way, chat. Main deck Riemann plus Misha's Bubble equals draw 5 cards. Yeah, but you don't have the mana to do so. You need to use 0 mana cards to actually do so. Forecast my deck. Threats are coming from an offer you can refuse. I counter my own spells and I put 2 treasures on the battlefield. What deck did you qualify for Philly with? Phoenix. Pioneer Phoenix. Best deck in the deck in the set. Wow. Now we cast Master the Way, face. Draw 2 and we deal minus 22. Fair. We could Grape Shot. Against the Fairy, we're going to have Mind Collapse. It's a Leyline Binding deck too, so Pact of Negation stays in for sure. We don't need much else. Maybe one Pact, not Pact, Veil of Summer, but doesn't seem really all that needed. Gutshot is a little bit weak. Can Gutshot the Fairies with the minus sometimes. Sterling Grove seems okay because they potentially play Boseiju. Colossal Sky Turtle maybe versus Boseiju too. I guess Exploders is probably a poor 0 drop. I think Gutshot might be a tiny bit better. Can also stop creativity. Yeah. I think Explosives doesn't really impress in this deck, but you could not play Explosives. I thought it's gonna be like an anti-hate card, but it doesn't actually ever play out like that. So maybe 4 Grape Shot is the way. Maybe some other 0 drop. Sand is solid. Yeah, it's very mana intensive to actually clear hate explosives. For gut shots, that does add up to a high life loss, so kind of not cool either, but an option. Alright, Glittering Wish. Can spell pierce that, it's fine. We have the second one. Fluster even, okay. I'm also unconvinced by the Boseiju actually, it might be bad to play. Bułka, nie drap. Here we could gut shot. If we draw gut shot. White. Clearing Wish. Get Songster. So I understand how Dwarven Mine works. It is a little bit puzzling, yeah. Like, definitely nice mana base. The Boseiju might be worse than a fetch in this deck, TBH too. Although the Leyline Binding is gonna be useful. Well, there is a chance they have Spell Pierce or Dispute. It's just a value land. Well, but I think it could be worse than a non-value land. That's my point. Okay, since we draw a land, let's actually play this and pass, and next turn play Song. Around Spell Pierce. Can I sing while playing this deck? I actually could, but I will not. Remand. Okay. Remand was, I guess, not on my radar, as they say. Lagging, question mark. Well, that's a question for you, chat. Is the chat lagging? Test, test, test. I mean, there's always a certain amount of lag. So like nothing really different. They're making a draw step stop, so it doesn't make sense to make Archons in the draw step, but maybe they will. Who knows? Because what else? Currently playing We Love Sweets music video. Cool. I like Sweets too. It's pretty sweet and nice. Iona and Emrakul. Sure. Wait, that's actually pretty tough. Why draw step though? Did they have Archons in their deck? Of Leyline of Sanctity too. Do we have a way to beat Iona? Can board and snapback? It's not super, but I guess you could. Iona. Is there any green creature tutor that can kill the fairy? Not really. Like, you'd play like a counter spell for the fairy. Kinda want to borrow the Pact of Negation because it's bad with the fairy on the battlefield. You also have the turtle to bounce Iona. Shit, bros. We had the turtle to bounce Iona, but we couldn't cast a pact. But I should have cast a pact. No, I couldn't because the fairy was on the battlefield. Okay. Well, this has good mana, so let's keep. But the turtle can answer Iona. So actually it would have worked if they had not a fairy on the battlefield and we responded with the pact. Let's get Breeding Pool into name white. Turtle is green, but do you cast a spell? You don't. No, the MH2 angel would not be an issue. Iona just makes me not able to cast Song. But like in our entire deck, we would beat the angel somehow. Do you think they have a fair Teferi in Nero? On turn 3? No, good. More than last chance? I say more than last chance today? Oh, they're today! Oh, snap. Wait, no, they're next week. Wait, more than last chance? 6 days? Okay, 6 days. That's next week. Okay, so we have to... Well, we're gonna play in those. Probably. Card view display. Have 194 points. Could I explain what Modern Last Chance is? Yes. Modern Last Chance is a tournament that if you win, you get to play in the super 32-person mocks thing. It is 5 rounds, you have to go 5-0. Or something. I think you have to, yeah, 5 rounds, you get to 5-0. Playing in the Super Mox tournament, it's the ways to do so is to play in top 8 showcase or win a last chance. Or I guess 5-0 last chance. Is it just 5-0? It's kind of odd that you just have to go 5-0, but yeah, it is. It is what it is. I counter your Teferi. And they have the treasures, which is a little bit bad, but their counter magic is mostly soft, so. Do I have a preferred green-white angels deck canister? Not really, I don't. The last changes are next week. Pact of Negotiation does not seem like a good draw to me. I need the song. Bros, I wish you could just find the song or something. It'd be so good. Is there any other way to qualify for PT Philadelphia anymore? I don't think so. I think all the competitors locked in. There are 40 QPs and tickets to enter too, I think. Pretty expensive to play in the last chances. Usually last chance qualifies to the venue, right? I don't know if the PT is gonna have one. That would be a bit odd. Well, I guess the new RCs, yeah, sure. I assume that after the RCs is what you mean, but do you know how many tickets? Do you don't have Magic Online or the ability to check yourself? I think it's 30. 30 tickets for the Magic Online Championship. Why can't I enter? There are on the venue. No, but that's not the one. You're talking about LCQs for the PT itself. Like your friend won one on Friday because that was an RCQ for the RC. The LCQ for the RC, but it's a bit different than an RCQ. Last chance qualifier for the actual PT. Yeah, you need QPs to enter the last chances. There is no way around that. When said BRB, wife wants something. Typical. I'm in the middle of carrying a League of Legends game, about to close it out, and my braless wife brings me a sandwich, not asked for, with chips as I get a double kill bot lane. How's your take going? This is so true, so relatable, Mr. Ninjutsu. What a gamer he is. Not asked for. My point is gonna cast creativity, not asked for. They're gonna hardcast the Yona or Emrakul soon. If I keep giving them treasures. At this rate. I'll just cast the Yona or even Emrakul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 13 mana. Gonna be like, yeah, I guess I'll cast Yona. Pay 4. Not nice. Opponent brought me 2 treasures, not asked for, yeah. Seems like they're indeed special summoning. We could Gacha the dwarf to give them only 2 creatures, but like they only have 2 creatures anyways. Wait, they named Red? Why they name Red? Okay, I will lose anyways, but because I have to pay it for the pack, but why they name Red? Whatever. I am in the middle of coming out of Song of Creation, about to close a league out, and my Borales card brings me a mouse. Not asked for it, it's a wish for Master the Way. So how is your day going? No, my cats never bring me mouse. Yona is unfair, but I'm still puzzled by my opponent's plain silent creativity deck list. Also, probably should have mulliganed. Whenever I keep a hand with no creativity, not creativity, without Song of Creation, I lose, and I fail to find it, and I lose, and it's been like 8 turns, I didn't find it. Yeah, I guess Island Plains is defensible, but the Fiery Island was really the strawberry on top of the cake. So we should probably mulligan this, because this has no song and it's gonna lose, right? And this one is on 6, I guess we'll reluctantly keep, but... It was actually a reference to Polish songs, I wouldn't understand that. PKK jest jestem marynarzem. To chyba będzie ta piosenka. KS70G Ho. Wow, why are you calling me a Ho? Do you feel about the Popper format in Magic the Gathering, the card game? No, I hate Popper. I hate Poppers. Yeah, how is Motica? Okay, so we're gonna play Babiola. Check my top card. It's Foresta. They're gonna do the... thing. So I get 2 treasures not asked for. So how is your day going? Playing as Phyrexian Kill. Pretty spooky name. What do I think of the couple of dismembers in Kanigak's sideboard? What do you want to do with them? It's possible that the Doomsday hate cards are kinda moot because you don't play against enough Doomsday. I'm not sure why would I do with the Dismember if I've been playing it. So I guess you tell me what do you want to do with them, and then I will tell you if I hate your idea or if I think it's fine. Okay, playing as a basic forest. I don't know what's that, but let's check this. I don't want. Let's shuffle it. I guess you want them for hex drinkers in the mirror, which is kind of fair. But short and cyber versus fair creatures deck. I was bringing endurances for like the fair creature decks, but I found Lurus granny decks to be amongst the worst matchups. But like that, it's possible December would be better than Deathrite Shaman, for example. Seems like a Cascade deck with Otawara. Nice. Ice E. I don't feel like I want to play anything. Actually, I want to play Treasure because that way I have 6 mana. If I draw a Wish, I can pop. So yeah, not sure if this member would actually be super useful against that deck, but it probably would be useful, so I think it could be worth trying over Deathrite Shamans, over traps. The Doomsday traps can just not Doomsday traps. Oh snap, my opponent. Well, they did play Boseiju, so that's good news. But the bad news is that they could wreck me with Force of Negotiation. I have no way to defeat that right now, and I have no song even either. Typical. Off topic, what caused Lurus to be banned in Legacy? Well, take a wild guess. It was the power level. I mean, whenever you have a trap against Doomsday, they draw Consultation, the Consultation combo, so they make 0 difference in practice. I don't remember any Lurus LED decks. People were playing Lurus Delver, and that was like overpowered, which is understandable.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Greetings, Strimer.
Greetings, Dread Device. Probably should have flashed back the treasure. Maybe even played Cantor. Well, I don't have 2 turns now anymore, so I'm died to a single Force of Negation, so now it's actually useless. Yeah, LED was used with Giruda. So I had 4 Cavern of Souls, 4 LED, just Ancient Tombs, etc. You just always cast Giruda. You had 4 Force of Will to protect 2 blue clones, and then Giruda didn't really get stopped by many hate cards. Not by Leyline. I don't know if Giruda is getting stopped by anything. There's probably something that stops Giruda, but not like any of the popular cards that get played in Magic the Gathering formats. So once again we kept with no song and we died. So see the pattern here. Against Rhinos has Poseidon, Tawara, counters. It's a problem. Let's cut the gut shot because it costs me life and doesn't bring anything to the table. We could cut the grape shot here in this matchup, it does feel like. Gut shot being an instant is probably a little bit more valuable than explosives, even though explosives are just kind of bad. We're not gonna be doing that. You have the Sky Turtle, but it doesn't seem like it accomplishes much because, yeah, I mean, against Boseiju, kinda, but I don't think we can do that. Explosive as 4 Rhino, not good enough. You have treasures on the battlefield so often that I found it not really possible to blow up Rhinos with explosives. Do you think you could build a quick, short sideboard guide for Song, just like main 5 matchups? Sure. Other thing about DRS versus Jeskai Rus is that it does not eat artifacts nor instant sorcery, so I found it not good there. Fair. I mean, I do think I play against Lurus much more than I play against Doomsday, so I'll just play this member over the traps. What are the lyrics about? They're about... There's like, they said Truskawka na torcie right now, and Truskawka is a strawberry, so they said like strawberry on cake, which is like the main thing that this song makes me think about, the Truskawka na torcie one. Want some counter protection. I meant to click Stomping Ground, but I'm colorblind. Now we don't have a way to enchant a forest because we have no forest. Siemano. Sirenom. They could play Dispute.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Congratulations on qualifying.
Thank you. I am very happy to have qualified for the tournament, as now I'll be able to game at the greatest level. My idols such as I don't know if I have any idols. But we grab Guttural Response, so you're gonna respond to my opponent's stuff. Aren't worlds the greatest level? True. So I'm happy to be able to compete at the penultimate level on my way to Worlds. I think you have to go, what, 10-5 at the PD to qualify for Worlds, something like that, 11-4. It's kind of doable. Well, Mox, I don't know, I don't see route to Mox right now, but we're gonna play in the last chances next week. They're always at kind of awkward times for me, and I don't get to play too many of them, but... Sure, Force of Vigor. Pioneer again, question mark. The PT is in Pioneer, yeah. Does regionals win qualify you to? The finalists of the regionals qualify to Worlds. Naples is announced as standard, right? Yes. Forgive me if you have gone over this. Since you participated at a Pioneer event of that caliber, what conclusions did you make about the format? What do you mean conclusions about the format? Do you want like me to ask if what's the best deck to play, or like some other nature of a question? I will be updating the guide tomorrow a little bit. The Phoenix guide. I think Phoenix was the best deck to play for the tournament I played in. I'm not sure that's gonna remain true. Green is very beatable. Maybe it's a take from the RCs. No, that's a take from watching Canister play the format and talk about the format. That was just so obvious to anyone paying attention. If you thought that green isn't beatable, you just are a very impressionable young person that just cannot think for themselves. I'm not sure what I would like to play. Blood Moon. Oh shit. Ah, it's fine actually. Doesn't do anything. I really don't have Dispute up. I don't know, that was their goal. If 400 canisters would play that tournament instead, do you think more mono green would be in the top 8? I think there would be less. Okay, so they had Dispute and they pitched it now. Interesting. Should we YOLO? Let's YOLO. We have good odds. Or do we? Alright, bros. If you like want to just spend your entire life contorting the reality to make sure that you end up thinking that mono green is the best thing ever, then I'm not gonna be stopping you. You can do that. I personally don't think it's a great use of time. So I will be instead thinking as to how actually win. But if you want to just be like, oh yeah, but it was like 1/7 of the DreamHack, dwójka w pamięci, win rate,
control player.
something. Thank you for the sub, Mirko Posua. Okay, we won. Bros, mono green had a target on its head. It's also, you know, didn't benefit from open deck lists and yada yada, something else. But the truth is, it's a deck that can sideboard. And pretty significant fail rate. How good do you think it is? Like, how, like, it's pretty clear. It sideboards each game. Exclamation mark, sure. No, it doesn't. Did I play a lot of green testing? I did play lots of green, yeah. It's a good deck, but it's way overrated. Now the best win rate. Like also, Mono Green had, you said, Mark Winslow said that Mono Green had like, what's, however many spots in top 32 at DreamHack, which is also, doesn't matter, it had a lower win rate than Phoenix, than other decks. Still like important stat. I think it's a parallel with Folklore and Modern. They both seem to me to be low skill floor decks. So they like appear better to some people than they are. Or I'm stupid. One of those. Wow. You didn't kill my Cantor? Good draw. I think a bunch of decks are a problem, Pioneer, to be fair, or leave the format alone if you want bad gameplay. Well, that's another discussion, and I think that's one that is not worth discussing too much. Like bad gameplay gamers. Or you could do it in their turn, maybe it would be better. Oh shit, no, that's a disaster. Because I have to pay for the pack now, I forgot. Whoops. Messed up. Bros, I forgot about this. Could you just not pay? Any updates to Titan Cybergate coming soon? No, not really. I haven't been playing Titans, so I have no updates. I'm sorry. But I forgot about this. I haven't played this song deck too. Pay for the pack now and die. After being unable to perform actions. Should have just let that happen then. And have 5 mana with Veil on the next turn. Like, why would I even Veil this? That was kind of pointless. It's a big pro. There is a chance I survive though. They don't have any way to add extra damage or play more Rhinos. It's gonna be Fire Ice, tap the treasure. Okay, it didn't cast fire. What does that tell me? We'll see. We'll see. They could use the fire part on my face. Okay. What the hell? Fine, what you doing? What was that Fire Ice? Oh no, they're gonna have Otawara. That's the lamest. I brought out the explosives. Giga punished. I mean, we can technically okay through that though. We can recast. Because we get 2 treasures here. I could Veil. Yes. Could Veil. Then I can resolve the offer. Could offer the Mishra's Bubble again. Could Pact. Could offer the Mishra's Bubble again. We have Veil, so our stuff can be countered now, so that's good. So, can we play land this turn? Did we play land at the beginning of the turn? We didn't, right? Just cast Song. So we can just pick it up. Draw 2. Resolve. Play Forest. Go. Song. Okay, Otawara defeated seems like. And now we can go Pow Pow. Was supposed to cast a card. It's pretty bad I didn't, but... Tobias Pros are free. You have to make enough mana for the super treasure though. Do you think you are way smarter than opponents when you win with Song? No, I just think that in general. I mean, yeah, so yes. Like, I guess your question is if I like feel smart when playing with Song. If I understand your question correctly. That's definitely true. But how could you not, right? To be frank. Shuffle. Why not use Oracle instead of 5 mana stinky spell? Why would I? Like, you know, it's like, is this card in my main deck? Does it take a spot in my main deck? Alright, Grapeshot to beat Hate in the main deck. So it's just a wishable win con. If you want to wish. For it. Which tends to be necessary sometimes. Saraku was UURR, would you play it instead? Yeah. I would. Well, second endurance here. Huge stack, Kani. Yes, this is a pretty huge stack. Pretty stacked, you could say. We don't deck ourselves, we have everything under control. I kind of after this weekend we just still play Phoenix and Pioneer. Probably. It was the best deck in the tournament in Sofia. Less of a best deck in the US for some reason. Then just play Wish. 5 mana instead of 7. Okay, Mr. Barack Obama 707. Do you think I'm playing Glittering Wish in order to kill my opponent only. There were more Lotus Fields in the US. There was also 1,000, like twice as many people, twice as many people. So I think there was actually similar density of Lotus Fields. The reason why we play Glittering Wish is to find Song of Creation. Wish doesn't find Song of Creation because you won't have 7 mana to play your song. And when you're comboing, it doesn't matter. You can produce the 5 mana. It's the same. And if you need a win con that does not require you to produce 7 mana, then you have the Graveshot in your deck. So same thing to me. Your proposed solution solves no problems while presenting problems. So it is not a solution. There's also not a problem that requires solving. So that's my comments. Lotus Field combo. There were 8 Lotus Field gamers here, and at Atlanta we've seen Lotus Field 16. So there was actually a lower density of Lotus. Slightly lower because there's 900 people over and there's 408 here. Lots of mismatched names in the US. Yeah, I guess there might be more Lotus than this. Maybe there's some like misnamed ones, but who knows what is Timur Ramp. But yeah, in Atlanta, like still mono. One Green Devotion, 207 decks, 48% win rate. It's not too bad of a win rate for a 22% rated deck, but my entire point from the beginning was that if you have the skill and you're willing to put in the time to prepare, then you can do way better than mono green. And so, like, just to dispel the argument that's the best deck ever and you make a mistake for not playing it, because that I think is idiotic. It's just not true. And how do mirror matches affect win ratio? I don't know. Open deck list change how people mulligan too. Yes. We can also change how we mulligan with mono green. I don't know if it disproportionately affects mono green in either direction. I kind of said, do you have a preferred way of putting your dice in the dice box? Not really. Record includes mirror matches. Match win percentage excludes mirror matches. Okay. Yeah, Lotus Field definitely is a deck that you play only if you know what you're doing with it. Like, I think it's a pretty strong deck. In a way, kinda. I mean, it's somewhere between unplayable and kinda insane. It's pretty tough with it, but... It's gonna be a deck I will want to learn for a little bit. Win rate for a big even is very flawed. Okay, sure. Allow opponents move to 5 to get a handful of disruption. Yes, but also you can keep hands that have Wolflohaven against removal spells too. Or keep like off of Nissa and like 4 lands against people who are gonna mulligan for their shocks for your elf. I think it's like a little bit hard to say in which direction does it actually favor a person. It's not clear at least. Congrats, Kaniki, thank you. But you know, then like the entire like a deck is broken when it has a too high of a win rate when people play it, and if like in practice it does in practice in the end it did have 48% win rate like, at a tournament, so I don't know, that does seem like a pretty big pointer towards the fact that it's not broken. It's the best Phoenix version for you? I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to think about it. But I wouldn't play Fables, that card is a bit stinky. Behold the Multiverse, a bit crazy to me. But it's fine, I guess. Yeah, Fable kinda stinky. I feel the Lotus meta kind of feel pressured into playing Fae of Wish. Out of fear. Of the Stone Brain. Yeah, Glen Elendra was sick. I wish I could play it. So the point of Zakama is that you board out the combo and you have Zakama and Sweepers and like pour over the pages and Zakama and you win with Zakama. It's kind of wild, but it's possible that Zakama is better in that role than Eugene. Maybe it would want to be split with Eugene. Maybe it's not good at all. I'm going to take this out of context and assume you're saying Fable is stinky in 100% of cases. You're right. Davayalenya. There is also a very ugly Warhammer approach. Touchdown! If this spell was cast from your hand and you've cast another spell named Touchdown this game, you win the game. Otherwise, put Touchdown into its owner's library 7 from the top and you gain 7 life. Zakama got destroyed, Evil with trigger on the stack and guy lost. Yeah, it's a bit awkward. Let's go with the deer one. Let's win 26 lands in Lotus, everyone plays 25. I don't have experience with that, but you could add a temple. I like Piffing Needles in the sideboard, I think that's Giga based. There's no more Blast Zone in the deck, right? Blast Zone is not played. I could play a 4th Balaged Recovery, I guess, to get an extra land to Temple of Mystery or Balaged, like pretty easy, low cost, low opportunity cost, more lands. Because you kinda can't afford to miss land drops. No Leer. Leer literally in the deck. That being said, I actually am not going to play this deck right now because I will take a break and I will return in a few hours to play Lotus League today still. So I guess I'm just buying the thing. But there's gonna be there's not gonna be Lotus gameplay right now. Yeah, there's also this. This is Noah Bradley. A Magic Online promo. Do you think there should be some Verdict split with the Languishes so you can have Languish for when you need to DP for it, but Verdict otherwise? Does make sense, yeah. Free Languish is kinda like you'd probably prefer more coverage. Not easy. Verdict. So yeah, Fire Wish is pretty bad, but I don't know. To me, on paper, it seems like Resistance versus the Stone Brain seems pretty valuable, and I will just bot it out against no Stone Brain all the time. And keep the acquisition only. That said, Lotus gameplay, let's say in 2-3 hours. I'm going to come back to stream a league of that. For now, thank you for watching, bros. Well, it's minus 80%, so again, the plus 20% equity versus that play seems good. Alright, see you in a few hours. I'll come back today. Go watch Yellow Heart of the shitty combo deck. I'm kind of curious about it myself.